Thank you for joining us here at the Nikki Clarke Show. I'm Nikki Clarke, and I'm excited to be here. But I want to, before I start, ask everyone, are you doing okay? Everybody all right? Amazing. You know, I met this lovely lady, I think over a year ago at a Miss Canada pageant, and I happened to be one of the judges. And I was just blown away by her, personality and just her vibrancy. And she is a queen. In no matter what title, category, she is a queen. And I am so excited to introduce Miss Earth Canada 23-24, DeJauna LeBlanc, to the show. Welcome her.
Hey, Nikki.
You're welcome. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Awesome. So how do you feel 1
Um,
year later?
Honestly, I've learned so much in the last year, and I've grown a lot more than I can imagine. Whether it's from personal experiences or even public appearances, it's given me opportunities to learn not just my local community, but many places in Canada, and it's been wonderful. I'm getting super excited as internationals come up.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is the first time this pageant's come about, the International Earth Pageant. Is that correct?
No, so actually, Earth has been going on for years. It's one of the biggest pageants. Actually, it's one of the top 4.
Okay.
But we haven't been really supporting for the Earth. This will be our comeback here. So I'm super excited to have a Mrs. with me by my side,
Yes.
as well as myself. But for Canada, we've actually never had an MS.
Okay, so first for Canada.
Yes.
Okay. So you're making history.
Yeah.
All right. Do you realize that? You're meeting the first of here. Let's go back to the day when you heard that you were Miss Earth Canada, and you reminded me that I crowned you. How did it feel?
I was shocked. I honestly went in for a new experience. Honestly, it wasn't, I'm going to win and this is competitive. And that's what often happens in these pageants.
Mm-hmm.
It's more you go in with a mindset to win, right? I went in with an open heart actually to learn about this pageant world for my daughter. My daughter is that diva beauty and I am tomboy. So I didn't want to throw her into something and not know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
how old is your daughter?
She's actually just turned 7.
7. What's her name?
Peyton.
Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton.
So she actually loved your mermaid dress, she calls it. Yes, so she remembered that instantly. But no, it was for her. And I just represented myself and that good heart and that good intentions. And to win not just this one, but also a regional title and a personality title I was speechless. I'm grateful. And by doing it, I'm showing not just myself and my kids, but future generations of our youth from Indigenous and Black communities that you don't have to fit a mold. You know how nice that is not to fit a mold?
That is brilliant. And I just want to acknowledge some family members that you have here. You want to give them a shout out?
Yes, I actually have my son in the crowd, Landon, and my dad, Morris.
That is amazing. So you're getting ready for the international scene that is next month, right? In Trinidad?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming up. I actually leave on November 5th.
Okay. Soon.
So, yeah, it's right around the corner, and nerves are getting up 100%, but I'm almost fully prepared, ready. I've been practicing my walk, my presentation, my speaking skills. And honestly, my biggest thing going there is representing Canada. So my main goal is to represent the beauty that we have here, and that's our people.
Absolutely, the diversity of the people. So I think your story, your origin story, is incredibly impactful for people who may feel like you mentioned, may not fit in a mold, or because of their circumstance that they can't achieve what they want to.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your beginnings? As much as you'd like to share?
So for myself, I was actually a foster child for honestly probably my whole life. Like My dad, who's in the audience, he got me when I just turned 9, and he showed me a lot. He really taught me the meaning of love and kindness, and that you can make your own community and build your own family. So for me, that was the one thing that I really took as I grew older. And instead of being resentful as a foster kid, I wanted to break barriers and to show them how beautiful we were.
Yes.
Especially being a foster kid that was Black and Indigenous.
Yes.
That's a lot of stereotypes right there. So being where I am right now, holding this crown, you don't have to be the perfect person.
You don't.
No.
You just have to be authentically you.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I want to represent.
I think that's brilliant. That's a lot of courage and grace all in one package. So thank you for sharing that. So now finals are coming up. What do you hope to achieve? You know, we all we're behind you, right? To win. But what would be the biggest thing for you? What would be the victory for you?
My victory personally would be proudly representing Canada and the diversity that it has. And I think I'm able to do that with some of the sponsors that I've had, including you, Nikki. Thank you. Because you guys as sponsors are showing the strength of community and the blessings that you guys represent of a whole of how you make individuals feel. You're empowering not just yourselves or another big name. You really do represent the small people. So being able to have you guys as sponsors, I couldn't be any more prouder to have you guys on my back while I'm in internationals, because I'm feeling all that energy. I'll be on live TV. I know I'll be sharing it with you guys and have you guys cheering me on. And that, to me, that's what Canada's about. It's coming together and supporting each other. Okay. So I'm just really hoping to represent each of my sponsors in Canada as best as I can. If I win, it was meant to be. If I don't, I represent it the best I can.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now the very it's a very special essence. This type of pageant, Earth, the Miss Earth. Tell me a little bit about the philosophy of that.
So Earth is a little different compared to the other 3 mainstream ones. So for their pageant, they actually look at what you do in community and environmental. So for myself personally, I don't exactly focus on like the 4 S's, the reuse, reduce, recycle way, because it doesn't actually put effect to a certain degree. I aim for social environmental issues because I truly believe if we're aiming for social environmental issues, we can really start focusing on a lot of the environmental issues. But if you look at society now, look at the poverty.
That is absolutely brilliant. And I have to say, if I'm going to share my own story, I too had to work 3 jobs at one point in my life, coming from a marriage of security and then becoming a single mother. I had to carry the weight of many responsibilities, so I understand. And you're probably thinking, this country has so much and so many resources, but sometimes people have to deal with the marginalization of where they're coming from and overcoming barriers. But when you're on the other side of the barriers, it feels sweet. And for me, it has always been about giving back. And I see that in you as well.
And that's exactly it. For me, it's making or giving those opportunities for those unheard voices. Right now, I was that person who, yes, I was in community and a lot of community members knew me. But a lot of people with big names did not know me until I wore this. So now while I have this, what can I do?
Yeah.
I've been out there through, it doesn't matter if you're Indigenous, it doesn't matter if you're Black, it doesn't matter if you're white, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, you are a person.
And you matter.
And yes, we are all connected.
All queens and kings.
Exactly.
I love that. Well, I'm so excited for you. I'm 100% behind you. I'm there in spirit in Trinidad. I wish I could be there in Trinidad. We'll see what happens. But tell us again. I know you're continuing your you're seeking support.
Yes.
Right. So tell us how people can find you.
So for sponsorship, you can actually find me on Instagram at DJAY1307. So DJ 1307. Or you can actually find me just by email at deej.leblanc, LEBLANC, @gmail.com. We have two types of sponsorships, which is financial as well as partnership for gifts or business wise. So that can even be hair, and you also will be featured. So you'll be shown live for international television as well as on my media account, Miss Canada's media account, their website, and at Edmonton Fashion Week this year.
Oh,
yes.
That is exciting. DeJauna, thank you so much.
Thank
I really, really appreciate you. You're just outstanding. And whatever happens, you are a queen. Remember that.
Thank you, Nikki,
Awesome.
for your support.
Thank you so much. We'll be back.